Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make the fake strawberry cheesecakes right here. I got two different colors on there. I thought they were so cute. So what you're going to need for this project is your lightweight spackle, which is a crack filler. You're going to need your air dry clay. You need your rolling pin, matte Mod Podge, your fake sprinkles. I'll show you how to make those on another video. You need your little glitter. Fine glitter is what I used. Craft paint. I use a burnt umber for the brown, for the chocolate brown. And your little embellishments, your little hearts here. And you can put whatever you want on your cheesecake. I use a very fine tip for that. And the tip I use is, I'll just show you, it's just very, very fine little tip. And I also have to use this tip here for the swirl that goes on top of the cheesecake. I think it's a 1M it says on there, if that says anything, helps you out. And what else? You need your knife, a little piece of sandpaper, coarse sandpaper. And I also wanted to mention, I make my hearts out of this. I want to mention this again. What I wanted to say, I use resin for this to make the suckers, or just the heart part right here that I use, that I covered with frosting. And if you use resin with this, with a plastic mold, make sure you put a layer of Vaseline in there before you put your resin in, so it pops out. If you don't, it will be stuck in there forever. So I just want to remind you about that. Okay, so we'll get started here. So here we got our air dry clay, and we're gonna roll it out like so. A lady on Instagram inspired me to do this fake cheesecake. Her handle name is Strawberry Cupcake 22, and she does all kinds of sweet fake treats, and she sells them as well. So go check her out. I always go on her Instagram. I love her ideas. She does great work. So I just wanted to mention her. So we're going to cut this into a triangular shape here, like so. There we go. Ooh. There, let's trim it a little bit. There. Okay, so once we have our triangle here, shape cut out, I'm going to take the remaining clay again, and you're going to spread it out. At least it's warmer in here today. The last two videos I did, it was -6, and I was completely frozen in here. So it's a little warmer today, thank God. So we're going to roll this out. I do have a little heater, but it's not warm by all means. Now we're going to roll this quite thinly, but not too thin, but enough to make a crust. And actually, I did the fake pumpkin pies a little differently. I would probably do the crust this way for the pumpkin pies as well. I learned a new way to make it, an easier way. There. Okay. So once you do that, you're going to put your triangle fake pie right here, or cheesecake rather, I should call it. Set that aside, and then you're going to cut around it. And then cut here. You can see what I'm doing. Cutting right along the edge here. And then here, once you do that, you're going to tap it down a little bit so it really sticks to the crust. And then you're going to fold that over there. And then you're going to cut it, trim it off on the top here. And trim it here a little bit on the side. So it looks like this. See there? And you're just going to want to tap it a little bit so it sticks on there. Right, good. There, so we got that part done. what I did, I took the coarse sandpaper, and to give it just a little texture, I'm just doing this on the crust part. I just tap it on there, press it on there, and to give it a little texture. And I do that all the way around the crust, if you can see what I'm doing, and then all over here. And it just gives that little texture, texture look that I was looking for. And do that all the way around your crust base here. So I did that. So once you do that, then I've taken this piece here, this flattened out piece, and I put it on top to give it a little more texture. As you can see here, the little layers. I've actually never made a real cheesecake, so just the fake stuff. I do really bake though, just in case anyone's wondering. I do make real stuff for my family. Okay, so we've put, I'm gonna peel it off. So I've put this on here like that, and I'm gonna spread it out a little bit. So I got one layer on there, and then I'm going to take another piece. I'm gonna do one more. I'll take this one. Okay. And I'm gonna thin it out. You can put it fairly thin, and we're gonna put it on top again. Another layer. And just kind of. There's a second layer. And just kind of blend it in there. Tap it down and blend it in. And then you're gonna take a little water here, and you're just gonna smooth it all out a little bit. You can see there, I'm smoothing it out. And on the sides a little bit there. And on the top, I blend it in there. Now it doesn't really matter how much you do on the top, because you're gonna cover it with the fake frosting. So that's how I do that, and then you set that aside, and this takes several days to dry, quite a few days, because it's quite thick. So once you have that all done, you end up with this one right here. This one's all nice and dry. So what I do is I paint all the little edge chocolate brown, and the top all the pink. So I do use fine brushes for that as well, for the edges. I kind of try to get you know, I'm kind of fussy, but you know, you just kind of get the little edge there. I try to make it as neat as I can. So you do all that. That took, I think, 2 coats of chocolate brown that I did all the way around all the crusts. And then I have this other mixture of light pink, and it is my usual neon pink and ivories and a bright yellow in there. And I mix it all up, and so then I base coat. I think I did 3 coats of all that, of the light pink. And you can put a darker shade of pink if you want. And all the way around here. In there, and then you can make chocolate if you want chocolate cheesecake or any kind of different pies or whatever with this base. So there, so I do all that, get the idea, and then you end up with one that's all painted here. And then what you do, once all your paint is dry, you're going to put a coat of Mod Podge, matte Mod Podge, all over it. And once you do that, it's all ready for the frosting part. So this one, I got the cream frosting, cream colored frosting, and we're gonna spread it on your cheesecake. So I used 2 different colors. I used the pink, and I used the cream I just love using this spackle. And spread it all on there. Like so. In there. Okay. There. Got all that frosting spread on there. So once you do that, you're going to take your fake sprinkles. For this one, I used 2 shades of pink. I'm just going to put some on there. And then you're going to take that and you're going to sprinkle it on a little bit there. I've got 2 different shades of pink I'm going to use for this one. And I'll give you a little tip. Sometimes it doesn't stick on there right good. So then I don't have a toothpick with me, but usually I take a little toothpick and I just press down lightly on the sprinkles so they stick on there a little better, like so. So with that. And I'm going to jump over and I'm going to use a different shade of sprinkles, a lighter shade here I mixed up, and I mixed my colors. This polymer clay is what they're made out of. Go check out the video on how to make them. It's fun and easy. And I'm going to just sprinkle a little pink on there. And I'm going to just, like I say, I usually use a toothpick, so, but there. Anyway, you get the idea. And that's all ready. So then I let this dry completely before I do the next part, in case I mess up and whatever. So you're gonna let that dry, and once that's dry, you're gonna get this one right here. We're jumping over to a different color. And this is the light pink frosting. And I use sprinkles, red, white, and pink sprinkles for this one. Oh, I almost forgot. You're also going to add your glitter, your fine glitter to this. You don't have to add glitter if you don't want, but you do that now while it's wet. A light little dusting, and there you go. Okay, so once you do that, you're ready for the next part. You take your frosting tip and my pre-mixed spackle, fake frosting, and you're just gonna swirl it on the top here. Just like that. And you can put little sprinkles on there if you want, but I didn't. And I'm going to take, actually this one is a chocolate brown. I use clay for this one. And I'm going to stick that right on there. And you just stick it on there. And there you go. All done. So, I hope you enjoyed this little video. It's actually pretty easy. And please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.